Hey, I'm Kev Camus. Welcome back to Ride 3 as we're racing the 250 Championship on our two-stroke 250cc race bikes as we will return to our Suzuki round the Algarve circuit in Portugal. As we are looking down our bike in this glorious sunshine for this first race of this now 4 race championship. It's all got to be careful in these low gears. You can finally accelerate now. Just have to get up to third before we can get away from the line. Nip to the outside there, that was not a good idea. We can go flat through the kink. And diving down the inside. Oh, got on the power nice and early. We go down this back straight up into 9th. Not a very good start though, is it? Losing places. Oh, we can brake very late though. Into the left-hander. As we get up into 7th then. Now we've made up some places. Let's all get first wide though. As what are they doing in front? They're taking like 10 turns into one corner. We go around the outside. Whoa, rider in front just went across us. You take the very wide line. Which gives us fantastic exit though. The next couple corners. So just block off that attempt for 4th. Oh, a try for 3rd. That was a bit harsh from us. As now we approach this beautiful right-hander. This final corner from heaven. To make the move for 3rd. What the hell is 2nd doing? Once again, all over the place with their lines. So take over 2nd, but look at 1st. Got around a 2.5 gap. Or 2nd. Not exaggerating things at all. What the hell is this? What the hell is that under braking? As he dropped down to 3rd, thanks to our bike just jimmying from side to side. What the hell? That's absolutely crazy. As now you get the toe down this back straight. Past the building on the left. Yes, you are now a 2.5 back. Once again, our bike does not like the low gears. Why do we keep going down first? We keep it in at least 2nd and above in race trim. But you can see at the start, got to get it out to 3rd before anything happens. We do seem to have the pace around here. Once again, against 100%. One of the circuits where we maybe need to increase it a bit. Let's take this wide line again. So we go half a second back. This is going to be trying to enter that. As whoa, okay. Do not want to take that much curb. No, that's just cost us tenths. Half a second maybe. Over half a second. We've gone to the final lap of a messy opening race, but with it being 4 races now, we don't have to be chasing the victory in every race. It feels like we can just finish on the podium every race. That was a bit weird in front, wasn't it? And we've gone to the final lap, just a 10th back. We dive bomb. Now we're a bit more cautious on the brakes on this occasion. Seeing it down the inside for the kink, maybe? No. Maybe into the right. Have a little look. Enough to get side by side. How about round the outside? Oh, that was a bit messy. Chopping off their nose. But now we've given them their toe. Into the braking zone. It's diving down our inside. And forced wide. Oh, boogie, a beautiful exit. As we go elbow to elbow. Right, round the outside through the right. Oh, how about into them? Through the next right. As we kind of had nowhere to go there. I know, notice I've got oceans of tarmac either side, but there's only one racing line. That's really good. There's no wonder we're 6 tenths down in this final lap. Got a ding-dong battle here for the win. Yes, that's much better. That's what we want. We're much closer on the previous lap. 7 tenths back. Where did a few tenths disappear to? Let's just coast it in the first spot. Get hard on the accelerator. Oh, and sneak by for the lead. Were we taking it too early? Will they slipstream us to the line? They sound very close. But we just... No! What? 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 Just happened. I don't... We won! We won! We won, didn't we? Let's say we are at Laguna Seca then, for 3 laps. But hopefully our bike, we've lengthened it slightly by a couple of inches after the last race. I wonder why. Luckily you don't really see it from this angle, but we've just put a structure which could be very questionable from some angles. So if we're not going to be pipped to the line this time, okay? It's just not going to happen. We should make our way up to sit. Around the circuit, we're a pretty good round. We like this circuit. You like it a bit more on a bike than a car. Don't say that too loudly. As we battled the Kawasaki. Oh, no match for the Suzuki. Look at that wheelie as well. That's a shot of America, isn't it? Bocking. Well, if we were on a Harley, then that would be just America personified. A wheelie out the corkscrew. So we're breaking a bit early into the final corner, mate. To go on to the second lap with our nemesis. 6-10 in front, are you, John Gill? It's actually 5 tenths. But you know, because of the structure on the front. Actually, no, it's 8 tenths. I think I'm for the inverse way, aren't I? It's retractable as well. Maybe that's why. So it doesn't cause us to slow down too much in a straight line. And then on a final straight, it just pings out, you know? Fully gets out there. That's all, we love that left-hander. Shame it leads into this fast left-hander where we can't really make a move. And then we love the exit of this left-hander. Shame it leads into the corkscrew where we can't really make a move. As the sun's trying to blind us. I see what you've activated. As well. All a bit over the place through the corkscrew. As you try and make the move around the outside. Oh, it works. Beautiful. It's all a bit cautious into. Is that doing? I think that's Rainy we went through. That fast sweeping left-handed, and you got doing, do you? I always forget the corner names around here. Because you've got a Rahal, I think this is the Rahal straight. And then we've got the Andretti hairpin. And then there's some other corners. And the corkscrew. But I'm sure I'll learn it by the time we finish the series, all the corner names around it. That's with 6 tenths in front. Personal best as well in this final lap. Might not even need to use the extender to the line. At this rate. This is just not going too well. A second in the front now. It's all a bit slow getting on the power there. That's what it feels like around here. Got some very wide open corners, much more wide open than you think, including a corkscrew. Like you think going up there, I have to take it in first go, I have to be very slow, but no. You can really attack the corkscrew. As Alex and Hardy Infinity showed back in '96 against Brian Herter in kart. And then Rossi did a similar thing to Stoner back in 2008, I think it was, 2007. As easy victory, easy in the end, way too easy, couple seconds faster than anyone else. As it's very close at the top, we should be top. What are you doing here? As just when we were enjoying ourselves, here comes the second half of the season, here comes the rain. But it means we shouldn't have a bucking Bronco at the start. Oh, maybe we do. That's even with the only change in setup now from the drive we've made. If we'll go with that nonsense we spouted about in the last episode about making the bike stiffer and all that. All we've done is turned the control calibration to normal. No longer aggressive and fast, that's it. As we went back to Road America and found out the bike really didn't handle that much. So now we've got all the stars there. So we're up to 4th. For this 3-lap race, we've got a long circuit here, or it feels very long. Like a Garth circuit feels very short, despite being similar in length, I think. And the Laguna is short and feels very short. And then the circuit just feels long. Like that first sector alone with all the corners. Feels like a whole circuit of Laguna. Let's head towards the Schumacher S side by side on the outside. We'll make it work just up into 3rd. But our foe, he's getting away in the lead. As well, what you doing 2nd? Mirandrine in the middle line. As all, he's going very wide in front. Now he's going to be spraying us in our face. I'm blinded, I can't see through my visor now. Oh, but look at that run. Glorious overtaking manoeuvre for the lead. Then the Villadel chicane we forget to brake for. But no time penalty. Have we found a new line? What the hell does that look on the right hand side? I know they're trying to make it look wet, but it just looks rusted. After 20 minutes of rain, apparently, that bar on the inside has just rusted to a hell. As not even 20 minutes, it's only been a couple of minutes, hasn't it? But I imagine it's built up the rain, you know, before the race, because the track is very wet. Should we go for 30 minutes of rain? I think it's more realistic. But yeah, it just looks rusted as a hell. Now, of course, metal does corrode, but after 30 minutes of rain, is it that bad? Actually, let's give it 40 minutes. There we go. So we go into the left. And there's quite a damning thing about the handling in this game is that, yeah, it looks like it's raining everywhere. It looks like it's trickier. Almost feels exactly the same. As I go off into the gravel, disproving my point. We just braked a bit late into that corner. We tried the old double apex manoeuvre, but all we did was hit gravel. What are you doing? Mr. Gill, back out of here. Try and make a move on us into the Schumacher S. No, we're the one who makes the moves there. As you know how to brake yourself, because look at that curb on the outside. That's flattened elephants, that curb on the outside. That's how fat it is and big it is. You go down this back straight. There's a little bump there through the king. Now, that's realistic. I remember feeling that in other games, so that's a pretty nice touch. And hey, we actually made the Vidal chicane properly. Let's go into what used to be known as the Coca-Cola curb. I'm not sure if it's still called the Coca-Cola curb or they've got new sponsorship now. Once again, that exit curb is bloody ridiculous. So as you go on to the final lap, I've always felt like a 24 hours of Nürburgring rather than just a 3-lap race. Let's go into the corner. I think it's just because of this first section. It's so bendy now. I know it's enhanced the circuit considerably for overtaking since it got introduced, but I still do miss the old flick. The old right-left flick, if anyone remembers that. That used to be there. And then they changed it for this century to create overtaking, and to be fair, it has in that section. We've seen some good battles there before. Remember, of course, 2012 Nürburgring, where I think it was Hamilton, Webber and Alonso, I want to say, battling for the win. When they were with McLaren, Red Bull and Ferrari. And at one point, I think they had all three battling in that section after, I think it was Hamilton's pit stop that won the race. I want to say won the race for him. Can't remember now, it's just 6 days ago. That shows you that I'm already old and senile in my late 20s. That's not good. By the time I'm in my late 30s, I won't have any idea where I am at any point. I'll be one of those I'll mention yelling things all the time, like, what's going on? Where am I? And who knows if I make my late 40s. God, that'd be a miracle. As we go out the final chicane. And through the final corner has... I say we're getting over our midlife crisis. Just about. As we go across the line for another victory, our third in a row. Third. Game third. Okay? As, yeah, we definitely had to up the difficulty there. That's ridiculous. And we lead by 15 points. Not 5. So because of how ridiculous the last two races have been, should we, with the championship on the line, we're going for it. We're upping it. No, we're not upping it to extreme. But we're going to up it to, so it's 2 seconds on average. That distance. Should 110 be okay? So bask in this glorious Italian sunshine. What an end to the championship. Just like the beginning. The glorious sun. As we get going. As well, what are you doing in front, chopping us off? As I do hand gestures. Crazy hand gestures. See, I'm already adapting to the culture. No, shouldn't be stereotypical. As we get up to 10th. So we've got to watch out for the leader, because there could be a tied championship, actually. I think. If our rival wins and we come second, we would have got exactly the same amount of points, exactly the same results. So there could be a possibility of a tied win here. As we get up to 4th, this is going better than expected with the increase. Maybe you can actually put it up to 120, you never know, because in half of that, we're already on the back of our rival. Almost. As we nip to the outside, nip to the inside. Sneak by. Up into second maybe, on the outside of the chicane. Which I always forget the name of. Oh God. So got 4/10 of a penalty. We deserved that. Probably deserve a second penalty actually for that. As he kept our position as well. As well, okay. Maybe got the break or turn a bit later there. As we go through the Ravazzas. So this will not be a simple race now with that time penalty. As we go through the right-hander. Oh, they're a bit better now. They actually take the right-hander properly. As we're 1.2 back from our nemesis. As we get a better engine braking, you can tell we've done this in MotoGP 18 right a lot, the engine braking. It's absolutely ridiculous on the MotoGP bike. I don't think I put that across enough in the videos, somehow. So we go down the inside into Tosa, not quite. As now we climb the hill, and look at all the fans crazy on the right hand side, they're all on their feet. Maybe because there's not a grandstand there. Maybe because the grass is wet, you never know. Rain could have carried over in a Nürburgring. So we dip a wheel into the gravel, that's what I love. I think in real life that's now tarmacked, unfortunately, but look at that, gravel right up to the curb, right up to the track limits. Says, oh, hello. Don't want to be going a bit too aggressive here. To go brake around 80, that's a very bumpy braking zone as well. As well, hello, bit all over the place in front. As we've got one lap to decide this thing. Which should already be decided, by the way. It's still not, you know, smarting over Algarve at all. It's all once again gone massively wide. That is such a difficult braking zone. Through the Ravazzas, I want to say. Well, there's also Acqua Minerali around here somewhere. And then you've got, is it Pertella as well? Or am I thinking of Mexico? I'm thinking of Mexico, aren't I? That infamous, almost oval corner as you go through Tamburello. Which unfortunately is the most infamous of all corners around it. And all around the outside, easy. Beautiful run. That's how we head towards Villeneuve. So named because Jack Villeneuve always used to crash there. No, actually. It actually is named after Gilles Villeneuve because of a crash he had there. I think. Can't remember what year it was though. But it's definitely named after Gilles Villeneuve, that corner, not Jack. Is anything named after Jack? Even though he was a pretty badass racing driver until the thousands. And then even in the thousands actually. Until he had that stint at Renault, or after he fell out with Dave Rich at BR in 2003, then the offers started to dry up for him. Until that point, he was actually considered a pretty damn good driver. So good that Renault even hired him at the end of 2004, even though he was very rusty. Not that good. Replacing Jarno Trulli, had departed for Toyota. So you got a 2-second penalty. You need a good run towards the line here. Or else you're going to lose this win. And they said it could be a tie championship. And actually, he was still highly rated because BMW Sauber hired him to lead their charge in 2005. Alongside Nick Heidfeld. As he do win, though, and rightfully win the championship. So yeah, Jack Villeneuve still highly rated until he just evaporated in 2006 from F1, and since then it's been very up and down, hasn't it, for him? But that wasn't very up and down that race at all, as he comfortably won by a 10th. And comfortably won the championship by 10 points. Then 61 points down to Gandhi. He gets on the podium. And I never knew he was German, has lots of prestige, lots of credits. So easy to earn credits, it feels like. As we get the 12 stars. And because we went back to Road America, I think you know what that means as well. As here we go. It's new bike time as we get the Yamaha. Rather nice looking Yamaha. As well, that classic chic. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And yes, we do. We have completed that volume as well. And that means there's only 3 volumes left, 2 proper ones, and then a special one for the MV Augusta. As next time out, we've got a generation battle. 2 straight 125cc's versus Super Sport 300s. That definitely is a generation battle, which we're definitely are looking forward to and exploring next time out. So there's lots less stars as well in those last 2 volumes compared to the previous couple. Compared to almost every volume until the first one. So interested to see what happens next time. Maybe there's no championship for once. But thanks for watching, and we'll find out then.